Creativity is just problem solving. And when we realize that, then a whole world opens up to us. We start to think in a different way, wire our brains in a different way. And it is so exciting to be able to do that. To me, the best artists are the one who can work in any circumstances, whether you're in a huge $1 million chateau or you're in your own humble house, whatever that may look like for you. So one of the best exercises that I could ever recommend is to just sit yourself down in an empty room, or as empty a room as you can manage, and just put one object in front of you. Let's say it's your cell phone, and ask yourself, how can I use this cell phone in an image? Now for me, I would never use a cell phone in an image, it just doesn't fit with my aesthetic, but I could use the light from my cell phone to create a glow of a halo behind me, for example, or I might even use it to shine the light through a cutout so that there's a pattern on my face. Maybe I could use the phone in a more literal way, depending on the idea that I'm trying to put across. So when you think about concept before technique, then what concepts could come up with a cell phone? And for me, that might be that technology is taking over our lives, right? So maybe I replicate my cell phone to look like 1,000 cell phones in this barren wasteland. I mean, there are so many options. And this is just a fun way of inspiring ourselves and starting to think in a different way, which I think is so useful.
When I'm out shooting, I try to find different things in my natural surrounding to help frame my shot. So when I arrive at my first location, I don't usually just grab my camera and start shooting. I like to walk around, kind of look for different angles and different perspectives. So this is a super fun technique where you can get creative and really find a more interesting composition. So this first shot here on the left, I took this photo in Banff at Peyto Lake. And just looking at the final product of the shot, I think you can agree that it's a really cool shot where there's a natural framing with the trees, but if you saw me taking this photo, you'd probably be laughing and wondering, like, what is she doing? I was literally crouching down, holding the leaves with like one hand, my camera in the other hand, like getting between these two branches and just looking super awkward, to be honest. But what I was seeing through my viewfinder was completely different. So, again, look for a natural frame because you can get an awesome shot, just a landscape shot, but when you can add a little flair to your shots, add a little bit of creativity, you can really elevate the photo. And then the photo on the right here, this is a classic shot of the Golden Gate Bridge. This is one of my favorite shots. I really liked how I used the trees to frame up the Golden Gate Bridge and the lighting here. I shot this during golden hour. I think my favorite part about it are the birds. A lot of people, may add birds and they may Photoshop birds into their shot, but this was a real photo with just tons of birds flying around that day. So when I arrived at this spot and I saw what was happening in the scene, I got so excited and finally got the shot that I wanted here.